8:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Indrani Senanayake. The headlines. The President says that parliamentary elections will be held in 2024. A new constitution for the party will be implemented from January next year. A recruitment process for institutions coming under the Finance Ministry to be changed. The naval and fishing community is cautioned of gusty winds and rough seas. In foreign news, Rafah border crossing opens, allowing aid trucks into Gaza. A presidential election is set to take place in 2024 in accordance with the Constitution of Sri Lanka, President Ranil Wickremesinghe has revealed. Furthermore, the presidential election is also set to be followed by a general election, the head of state said at a United National Party convention held at the Sugadadasa Indoor Stadium this afternoon. He also stated that the local government polls will be conducted in the first quarter of next year, that is 2025. The party constitutional amendment presented by the President at the convention was passed. It will be implemented from January next year, and the party will be digitalized from today. Explaining his views at the meeting, national organizer Sagala Ratnayaka said that the stability of the economy will be expedited. The development of investment zones will be carried out in the near future. Multilateral agreements will be signed in order to strengthen the economy. Deputy leader of the party, Ruwan Wijewardena, said that the President has a know-how on how to develop the country. The support of all parties is needed to take the President's vision forward. Minister Harin Fernando said that the country has received the leadership that can face the future challenges of the country. The President has already initiated the path to the development of the country. State Minister of Finance Ranjit Singh Balapiti has revealed that plans are underway to make a comprehensive change pertaining to the recruitment process of institutions under the purview of the Ministry of Finance. The relevant decision was taken at a meeting of the Financial Advisory Committee held recently as per a statement CM Balapitiya gave to the media following an event in Dharaniyagala this morning. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Cherished companion of microfinance banking, Samurdhi Community Bank.
We continue with local news. The people in the Noracholai and Kalpitia areas request the Ministry of Agriculture to name the area as an agricultural zone. Minister of Agriculture, Mahinda Amaruira, made an inspection tour in the area recently, and he discussed with the farmers regarding the agricultural developments in the area. The minister instructed the officials to look into the possibilities of naming the area as an agricultural zone. And we continue with local news. The Met Department has issued an advisory this evening warning that the low-pressure area over the southwest Bay of Bengal is likely to intensify into a depression within the next 24 hours. After developing into a depression, the low-pressure area is likely to move northeastwards towards the Bangladesh coast away from Sri Lanka. Wind speeds will be 40 to 45 kilometers per hour and can increase up to 50 to 55 kilometers in the sea areas. The Met Department further said heavy showers or thunder showers and very rough or rough seas can also be expected in the aforementioned sea areas. Naval and fishing communities are advised to be vigilant over the sea areas within the next 24 hours. That ends the local segment of news.
Your closest ally in microfinance banking. The front runner in uplifting low-income households, extending a hand to those aspiring to thrive. Your very own financial institution, Samurdhi Community Bank, with a presence of 1,089 branches throughout the island. Your closest ally in microfinance banking. Your steadfast financial partner, Samurdhi Community Bank.
The main news story is brought to you by Sinhala Veda Mahatmya.
The main news story, parliamentarian Vajira Abhivardhana said at the party convention that a national leader who can rebuild the country has been created. It is the duty of all to safeguard the leadership. A special convention of the UNP was held at the Sugadadasa Indoor Stadium under the patronage of President Ranil Wickremesinghe. The theme for this year is Victory of the Smart Country by 2048. The objective of the party is to lead the country to overcome challenges while respecting all races and religions, as well as to develop the country with the use of modern technology. The main objective of the party convention is to reorganize the party in order to gain victory for the party. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Sinhala Vedamahatmya.
We now take a look at Watchlight. A daily pricing formula for fuel is set to be introduced in Sri Lanka in February 2024. Accordingly, as per the new system, fuel prices will be decided on a daily basis. State Minister of Power and Energy D.V. Chanaka stated. That came to you in Watchlight. We now take a look at world news, the headlines first. The Rafah border crossing opens, allowing aid trucks into Gaza. Israel doubles the number of Palestinian prisoners to 10,000 in 2 weeks. World leaders attend Cairo Peace Summit to de-escalate Israel-Hamas war. Trucks with humanitarian aid that have been stranded in Egypt entered the Rafah border crossing with the besieged Gaza Strip today after days of diplomatic wrangling over conditions for delivering the relief. Television images showed trucks moving into the border crossing area from the Egyptian side. Rafah is the main route in and out of the Gaza Strip that is not controlled by Israel and the focus of efforts to deliver aid to Gaza's 2.3 million residents. Israel imposed a total blockade and launched an airstrike on Gaza in response to a deadly attack on Israeli soil by the Palestinian group Hamas on the 7th of this month. Israel has arrested so many Palestinians in the 2 weeks since the start of its bombardment of the besieged Gaza Strip that it has doubled the number of Palestinians in its custody. There were about 5,200 Palestinians in Israeli prisons prior to this month when the Palestinian armed resistance group Hamas launched an attack on Israel, which responded almost immediately with a relentless bombing campaign. The number of prisoners has now risen to more than 10,000 people, Palestinian officials said on Thursday afternoon. Leaders and top officials from more than a dozen countries have gathered in the Egyptian capital Cairo for a conference to discuss ways to de-escalate the Israel-Hamas war amid growing fears of a wider Middle East conflict. Dubbed the Cairo Summit for Peace, representatives from countries including Jordan, France, Germany, Russia, China, the United Kingdom, the United States, Qatar and South Africa are attending the one-day meeting today together with the United Nations and the European Union officials. To end this bulletin of world news, the headlines again. The Rafah border crossing opens, allowing aid trucks into Gaza. Israel doubles the number of Palestinian prisoners to 10,000 in 2 weeks. World leaders attend Cairo Peace Summit to de-escalate Israel-Hamas war. That ends this bulletin of world news.
Development news.
The set of equipment needed for the gem and jewellery industry will be presented to 60 industrialists who are engaged in the industry in the Gaur district. The objective of this move is to enhance the export-oriented economy of the country. That was development news.
Sports news is brought to you by Shakti. Refresh your mind and body. Shakti Energy Drink. 350 rupees only. Available at island-wide leading groceries and supermarkets. Shakti. Taste the power.
The Sri Lanka cricket team won the World Championship Cricket Tournament by 5 wickets today. They played against the Netherlands in Lucknow. Netherlands scored 262 runs in their allotted 50 overs, and that was sports news.
Shakti. Refresh your mind and body. Shakti Energy Drink. 350 rupees only. Available at island-wide leading groceries and supermarkets. Shakti. Taste the power.
Go ekak tiyana youth eකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු හීන හැබැ කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all-new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
SMB Finance PLC marked another significant move in its expansion plan after obtaining the finance business license by widening its geographical footprint, offering top-notch financial solutions with the grand opening of the newest branch in Bandaragama, demonstrating its commitment to grow the company's business reach. That was Business News.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekak tiyana youth eකට life එකේ change එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න ඇස් වහගෙන දැකපු හීන හැබැ කරන්න youth එකට නියමෙට set වෙන්න friendship එක මෙන්න.
The all-new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
Economic news. Emerald, Sri Lanka's leading menswear brand, once again dazzled fashion enthusiasts with their latest AW23 showcase, Evo Lux, a grand fashion spectacle that redefined the essence of luxury and style, held recently at the opulent water's edge. That was Economic news.
Weather report.
And finally, we take a look at the weather report. Showers or thunder showers will occur over most parts of the island after 1 p.m. Fairly heavy showers of about 75 millimeters can be expected at some places in the Uva, central and eastern provinces and in the Ratnapura district. To end tonight's news broadcast, the headlines again. The President says that parliamentary elections will be held in 2024. A new constitution for the party will be implemented from January next year. A recruitment process for institutions coming under the Finance Ministry to be changed. The naval and fishing community is cautioned of gusty winds and rough seas. In foreign news, Rafah border crossing opens, allowing aid trucks into Gaza. That ends tonight's news broadcast. The time is 2 minutes to 9 o'clock. This is Radio Sri Lanka.